Hey folks, it's Sheldon with TigerTough again. Today we're working on a 2019 Chevy truck and we're going to put some seat covers on it.
Alright, so we're going to slap some covers on the front seats of this beast. Before we get started, there's a few things that we have to do that's going to make the covers go on a heck of a lot easier. If you got electric seats, raise them up. If you don't, like this one isn't, then don't. But we'll slide it forward all the way and then lean the seat back forward as well. Okay, for this next step, I actually leaned the seat way back again, and that's because there is a flap that goes from the seat back and fastens underneath the seat bottom, and we need to undo that. It's held on with two little elastic straps, and you just push them forward. It's just a little clip like that, and you push it forward, and it releases from the springs underneath the seat. Okay, so now, like always, we need to take the headrest off. Chevy doesn't want you to take the headrests off, so they make it sort of difficult, but we've outsmarted them. Push this button in, pull the headrest up. Then, these plastic trim pieces right here actually have to come off. So, just turn them counterclockwise, and they pop right up. Just like that. For this next step, you're going to need to grab your friendly neighborhood screwdriver. A flathead one works best. To release the headrest, at about the 11 o'clock position, down inside the seat, there's a little metal loop. And we're going to pry that up and forward, and that'll actually release the headrest post. And we have to do that on both sides. Just like that. Now we're going to put the seat back cover on now that we've got the headrest peeled off. Make sure that this airbag tag and the TigerTough tag are facing the door. There will be a tag sewed into the bottom back of the cover that says driver or passenger. We're working on the passenger seat, so we got this one. I'm going to turn the cover inside out. Turn it most of the way inside out so that way it slides over the seat a lot easier. Just like that. And just make sure that the holes in the top line up with the holes where the headrest goes. Now that that's on, I'm just going to start moving the cover down the seat. So like this. Make sure that everything kind of looks right. It does. And so now these three flaps in the front are going to get pushed between the back and the bottom. Now go around to the back of the seat and fasten them together. Alright, so now we're back around to the back of the seat. This flap that we released before, we're going to just fold up inside the cover because we don't need it anymore. This is a flap that we'll use later. And so now I'm going to take this wide flap here from the front and pull it tight and fasten it right up here. The tighter you pull it, the better, because the tighter you pull it, the better your cover's going to fit. Now these little side flaps, we'll pull them tight and fasten them up in their respective corners. There we go. Back's on. Looks beautiful. Now we're going to put the bottom on. Again, just like with the back, make sure that the tag sewed in the bottom is the same as the seat that you're working on. What I'm going to do is put the cover over top of the seat like this, just so it looks good. And then right away I'm going to push this right through here so we can get that out of the way. Okay, now I'm going to take this here and we'll tuck it right inside the plastic trim so it looks really good. And now this string is going to run right down in here. So we'll just push the seat cushion aside and feed that right down in through the opening. And then we'll go to the back of the seat in a second. But we'll make sure that the string on this side here
goes straight down and underneath the seat, and then we'll get that from the back. Alright, this is the string that we fed down between the plastic trim and the seat cushion. We'll just pull that so it's tight, and then I'm going to reach up here where I fed the other string down through the inside by the console, and we'll pull that one tight as well. What I'm going to do is tie a loop in this string here. Just tie it as close to the door side as possible. So there's that loop. Now what I'm going to do is take the other string and feed it through that loop and pull it back on itself. Like that. Alright, you're looking from the front of the seat back now, but I've still got this string pulled tight. And the tighter you can pull it, the better your cover's going to fit. So now that I've got that tight, I'm just going to hold it and then tie it off in a knot that won't slip. Any knot will work as long as it doesn't let the string slip. Just like that. Take any extra string and just tuck it up in here somewhere. Okay, these two flaps from the front now are going to go underneath the seat bottom all the way to the back, and then fasten to the one we push through on the top. When you're pushing them through, they need to go over top of all the brackets and wires. So now I'm going to take this and we'll just pull it tight and fasten it up there. Same for both of them. And like I've been saying the whole time, the tighter you pull it, the better it fits. Now this flap right here is to replace the one that got tucked up inside the cover, so it just goes down there. That doesn't actually hold anything, it just makes it look good. Now we'll put the headrest back on. So that just slides back into its spot. Push it down until it clips in. And then tighten the trim pieces down by turning them clockwise. And then, actually I'm going to leave this up because it makes it easier to put the cover on. So we put the cover on so that the hole in the side of the cover lines up with that button. And I'll just start working it down over the headrest. Just like that. Now, before I fasten it on, I'm just gonna go like that so that the cover is tucked behind the button, the trim around the button, and then we'll just fasten the Velcro underneath together. Then I'll push the button in to put the headrest down. Now all that we have left to do is just sort out any wrinkles or anything like that. Make sure everything looks fantastic, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna put the top portion of the center console on. And the cover might look a little intimidating with straps and Velcro going everywhere, but it's really not that difficult, and we'll show you how. So the first thing we're gonna do is find the end that's got these two rectangles cut in it, because that's for this lid right here. And what I'm gonna do is flip this up like this and just push this piece right through there. Like that. Let's push it through plenty far so we got room to work. And now I'm gonna flip this lid up and put the cover on it. So we'll just hook the cover over the lid and start working it down. These little posts right here will go through the square holes that are in there. Like that. And that is the lid covered. Now I'm going to flip this back up and we'll pull this back through. And go right up over the front of it, like that. And now feed that behind the seat belt. And then we'll hook this Velcro here together like this. And now these two straps that are just plain Velcro will go together under here, like that. And now we've got these straps right here, and they just feed right straight down through here. And then we'll go around the back and get those in a second. Okay, these two here are the straps that we pulled through from the front. And so just gonna pull those tight like this. Like that. And then the other one like that. Now we're gonna put the cover on for the console bottom, so we just flip the lid up and slide it on kind of like a pillowcase. Work that around the handle to make sure that works right. And then this here on the bottom, just pull it down tight, and it's going to fasten right to the factory upholstery there. And then pull this so it's tight and looks good, and just tuck it right down inside there. And it'll also fasten to the factory upholstery. And there we go. Console is finished. Truck is finished.